welcome back to my channel. I hope you liked the previous video that I did about the brownie story. I touched a little bit on me being a brownie when I was younger. I'm now going to talk about that in a little bit in more depth and what, as a leader, things that you need to do and all that stuff. So I was a brownie when I was younger. We spoke about that. I loved it, and then the progression from that would be to go to guides. Well, that didn't happen. My sister went through the process. We both missed out being rainbows, because I don't believe there was a rainbow group when I was younger, but there was one when my sister was younger. She didn't go to that. She went to brownies, guides, and then became a leader. I was a brownie, lived in central London, around Kensington, but I went to primary school in Shepherd's Bush. I moved to, and then I was at one group where I originally was in Kensington, and then we moved to somewhere else. I love being a brownie, but we moved around so much that when it came to being a guide, I was on to other things. I went to a drama school for a year, and then other things like my schoolwork and friendships and all that. You know, I was getting older. Guide wasn't really an option for me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be good for you. I know in guides that you get to go on longer camping trips, overnight stuff. I think you get to go away to places where with a brownie group it's not so easy doing that, because you've got to think about, guides are older, like you're not so scared to be away from home, but brownies, some children don't like being away from their parents, which is understandable. So I didn't become a brownie, I didn't become a guide, but I am a leader. So I jumped from brownie to leader, missed out guides and rangers. Don't think it's called rangers anymore. I think it's called something else. But anyway, my reason of getting into being a leader is a little bit like how my mum got into a leader, and probably how many other people got into it. My sister was a brownie. My mum basically thought, I can go home, do some stuff, go home. That didn't work for her, and in the end she started helping out certain nights, and then she thought it's too much for her to go home, so she thought that she would help more and more, and then I think the leader left and she became brown owl. She'd been brown owl for a couple of years. I was at university. I would go in and help her every now and again when I was back from uni, and then I finished university, was looking for a job, and while I was doing that, my mum was like, right, you've got to help me, because then you can do that while you're looking for a job, and then once you do have a job, then we can talk about where you go from there. That was nearly 9 years ago, and I'm a fully pledged leader. I've done the training and all that stuff. I have my badges. I'm not going to wear my badges right now. I think for these videos I might just leave my t-shirt on. Yeah, I love it. Some days I do finish work and I'm really tired, and I think, oh, got brownies. But then I get there and then the girls have done something, whether they've been away on, like, we're on summer holidays at the moment, so guaranteed my girls have done something while we've been off, and they'll be back and going, oh my god, brown now, like, because my mum is brown now, I'm tawny out, and my sister, we do it together, is Pixie. Yeah, she was a different name, but now I think she's Pixie. Anyway, I might have got that wrong, but whatever. Pixie, Tawny, can I tell you something that happened on my holidays? And we're like, yeah, sit down and tell us in the circle. Because we do a circle. We try and do a quick circle. People like to talk, so we have to wrap it up and whatever. And then they would have said something that they've achieved that they never achieved before, and it melts my heart. So yeah, I love being a brownie leader. How you become a leader, the steps you need to do. I had to do a training book. It has loads of different things in it. So you need to know what WAGS is, which is there's 4 places around the world that are like staple centres. You need to know about child protection, about equality, about now we're learning about incorporating and accepting, not that we don't accept, but how to involve people who are transgender into our group. Disability, like we've got a brownie who has Angelman's in our group. She's from the school we work in, so we have a background of like autism. Like I've got a background in autism. My mum has background in autism, PMLD, which are the children who are in chairs and have physical needs. SLD, which is I believe it was slow learning development, but I think that's wrong. Let me find out what it's actually called, because I don't want to offend anyone. So we have that. Financial needs. You need to know how to, when you pay subs, you need to know where the money's going and how you track it and how you put the money into our register and all that sort of stuff. So it's SLD is specific learning disabilities. There you go. It changes all the time. You need to know about the different badges. That's not on the training. Anyway, when you become become a leader, you talk to your the next stage up to who you are. I think that's our divisional leader, and you express you want to become a leader. They give you this folder. It's got loads of different documents in it that you like planning, like how do you plan a meeting, all that stuff, and then you fill that up with all the documents you need in there. And then you take that to your divisional leader. They ask you questions to make sure that you're not blagging it, and then they take your book away. They then call you, or they send you a piece of paper to say that we acknowledge that you've given this in, and then you have a ceremony basically when you get your badge of leadership. Don't know, I think. Oh, here we go. So, this is the brownie badge. Focus for me, please. That's the brownie badge. Apologies for my nails. And then this is the badge that you get when you become a leader, like me. Here you go. You also get a another little badge, which, oh yes I do. Basically I wash my uniform and then I'll take my badges off, so I can't put my badges in the wash. So you get this as well, which basically says leadership qualification. So it shows that I'm actually legit. It's better than this. Yes, so you get those, and my ceremony, where is it? I think we'd gone to, oh no, we were in the hall. Basically I've moved to brownie groups. So I've been in my brownie group for 3 years now. We moved, we're at one place, and then we moved to the Salvation Army in Romford, and it's amazing and very happy. So yeah, we had a reopening ceremony because the group that we reopened had been at the army for years. They closed they closed years ago, and then we reopened in the same name. So we had a reopening ceremony, and I think that's where, oh no, I'm so stupid. That's where I got my 5-year leadership badge. I got my badges, my leadership badges, in our old hall. We had a party, I think it was in the term, and they presented me my badges. Our divisional leader came down. I didn't know nothing about it. They sprung it on me, and that was that, and it was amazing. So yeah, nearly 9 years. Next year it'll be 10 years. In guiding, it's so crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You do that, you become a leader, you get your ceremony. People can have you can have your ceremony any way you want it. Like the girls can have their promise, and then you're into being a leader. And you've got these girls that are reliant on you, and that you know what you're talking about, and most of the time you do, and sometimes you've got to like step back and go, right, do I know what I'm talking about? And you know, because you're only human. Being a brownie leader, you don't get paid, it's all voluntary. My girls pay £15 per half term, I believe. Doing it was so long I've forgotten. I think it's per half term, and that goes towards other stuff like books and whatever. So if you're thinking about becoming a leader, think about it strongly, because I do love being a leader, don't get me wrong, but there are times where I feel like I could take a break. Like I wish I could take one Monday, like we do on a Monday. I just wish I can take one Monday off just to let go of the day that I've had at work, you know. But once you're at Brownies, you forget all about it, and then you go home afterwards anyway. Our session is from 6:30 to 6 to 7:30. So it's quite a nice time to finish, and then you can go home and do whatever you want for the rest of your day. If you have any questions of leadership stuff and any worries that you have and whatever, we've all been there. Put a comment down below. Like I said in my last video, I'll answer them. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. Tasha's Tricks. I'm also on Instagram. So I'm on Tasha's Tricks on Instagram. And I'm also on Twitter as well. I'm not too... Instagram I look at every day, pretty much, depending on if I'm at work. And Twitter, I'm gonna try and do every week. So Twitter, I'm also at Tasha's Tricks. If you have any problems, just send a message. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped you. I do say a lot. I'm really sorry. That's me. Subscribe to my channel. If there's anything that you want me to do, write down below. And yeah, have a good day. Bye. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Please hit the bell so you can get notifications when my next video is up. Until then, bye.